Hello everybody, my name is Auriga, playing some Battlefield 3 on the PC, and today I'd like to talk to you about what I think Battlefield 3 has turned into and the future of online shooters, well, Battlefield in general, but also I'll just talk about online shooters in general, but I'll focus on Battlefield. But yeah, what Battlefield has turned into right now, I'm playing on Rush Metro with I think 48 people or 32. I don't really know. I don't remember. But look at the ticket count right now. Okay, so we only lost 30 tickets. This means that this round is fresh. Okay, it's brand new, and already we're pushed right back into our own assholes back in the spawn. And I'm thinking, whoa, what's happening? And then I notice, oh, well, it's because there's 7 Colonel 100s on the other team and only me and another Colonel 100 on this team. So 150 levels here collectively. Well, there's also some other guys who also have positive scores, but I mean, we were the two doing most of the legwork. Me and what was he called? Lichen. Yeah, he was a great attribute to the team. Didn't get a lot of kills, but he kept people alive and helped push it up. But man, this is what I've experienced the last few days playing Battlefield. When you don't have those server issues, the only thing you'll run into is just servers without admins. And what will that result in, you ask? Well, this. It'll result in all the kernels stacking up on one side and just absolutely handing our ass to us. Like here, like look how I'm pushing up. I'm systematically removing people everywhere and other teammates too. Like we're trying to spread out on the right side you see on the mini map, and it's just not happening. It's a mixture of my team, well, choosing the wrong classes. We have some snipers and a lot of support classes. We should probably medic train a lot more like they are doing. And here I got behind them and tried to do some work, but even then, it wouldn't matter. I couldn't really break up their lines. I couldn't really make a difference. So I thought, well, screw this shit. The only thing that'll really matter is if I actually get an arm on that MCOM, and I think I'll actually be going just a little bit for the MCOM, and yeah, right here. But this round was just such a frustrating round, but I've become accustomed to this because in the last weeks, month I even want to say, Battlefield has not been a pleasant experience for me. I mean, one out of maybe 25 matches will be fun to play, and maybe one out of 15 matches will be decent. And I mean, it's not that I'm lacking skill at Battlefield. I think like I'm always on top of the leaderboards, even though our team is getting completely destroyed. So I know that it's not because I'm just noobing out. I even picked up the M416 specifically because we're getting steamrolled. So, well, I also wanted to try out long range just for a bit. But yeah, we're just not getting anywhere. I thought this push right here would result in something, but it just wouldn't. I mean, they just keep getting bodies on us, and it's a mixture of them being really smart and really high classes. They have recons set up the spawn beacons everywhere, so they can spawn back at behind our lines. Well, not behind our lines, but they can spawn way back, like almost close to our, very close to our spawn location, and it's just such a hassle. Like half of our team is just getting spawn slaughtered by a mixture of support players and snipers, and the other half is trying to push up, trying to keep pushing, to keep reviving each other and keep pushing up. But the medic train simply isn't big enough, and we just end up being outnumbered every time. That's what happened. So what I started trying was going behind the enemy lines. Let me just cut right ahead because this thing goes on forever. I'll just cut up to the part where I start moving up for the MCOMs because I have a hard time, and I'm trying to clear out the right area, so I'll just skip that part. So here we are, 5 minutes and a whole lot of spawn camping later. This is the life where I actually make it up to the MCOMs. And well, our team is still getting destroyed. We removed some of their beacons here in the near vicinity and got pushed back on some other locations, so we're pretty much standing the same place as before. And yeah, we're just getting mortar spammed like crazy. You haven't even seen the past 5 minutes the mortar spam I've experienced, but mortar spam all over the place, RPGs, nades, then you have the spawn beacons where they all keep spawning back, almost right next to your spawn location or your spawn area. So yeah, we're pushed far back. They're trying to go back and attack these mortar guys. They actually, these support players see what these mortar guys are doing to our team and actually try to put up an effort. My squad was very good at that this round. I even had two guys who didn't score as great as me and Lychan. I don't know that guy, by the way. It's just some random. But they didn't score as well. But that's because they were mortaring pretty much all the time, trying to counter the other mortars and make them move around. Just trying to disturb them as much as they disturb us. And they did a pretty good job. But I think they had about 4 or 5 mortar guys. And here I'm just like, I don't even care if anyone spotted me. Like, okay, that guy, he saw a little too much. That other support guy in the background, he didn't react to me shooting him, so I didn't want to pick him off. I didn't want to go for the kills here. I was thinking primarily about just getting those arms and just being careful not to be spotted. And I just wanted to get both arms because I wanted to see something happen. I wanted to see my team think, okay, I'm gonna push up now. I'm gonna defend this. This is our only chance. So both MCOMs I armed on my own without any support from any other team players. I see the mortar guy back there on the minimap and I think, hey, maybe I should go for that guy. But then I think, well, maybe it's better that I protect this armed MCOM. And one guy, come on, you know you want it. Come on, you. Yeah, that's right. Two guys, and the MCOM goes off. But uh, you know, unfortunately, they disarmed the other one. I wish that I'd made it on my own here, and I'm trying to be kind of picky with who I shoot here. I don't want to just shoot at someone who I'm not gonna kill. I don't want to reveal my location because I'm in a pretty good position right here to kind of break up their defense. Because right now I'm thinking that they're going to be situating over at B, and if I die, I'm not gonna be able to push up here ever again. And yeah, that's actually true. And a guy saw me, started to shoot me. I thought, well, it's not like I'm gonna be able to turn around and shoot him, so why not just try to go for the mortar guy? But unfortunately, neither of those things happened. So the only thing I accomplished by this was destroying one of their MCOMs, which is pretty much worth jack shit because my team won't push up, and now they're even more focused on the last MCOM they have left. Um, because the thing with Rush is when they lose one MCOM, that's when they start to get serious. When they have both MCOMs, they can push up all they want to because they think that they've everything covered. But when they lose that one MCOM, players usually, take the seriousness up quite a bit. But yeah, let's move on a little. So this is the kind of games that I've been having lately where I just give it my absolute all. You haven't seen all 20 minutes of this full gameplay. It is 22 minutes in its full length, I think. But I really tried. I really applied myself, and I really tried to help my team push up by any means. But it just seemed to not be possible. 6 level or 7 level kernel hundreds, you just can't do much about that, and that's something that I realized. People today in Battlefield, they've gone to the level where they think it's more important to win a battle and completely destroy another team than have a tactically fun and very rewarding battle. And that's the trend I'm seeing here. People want to play stuff like TDM, no sir canals, generally just 64 people servers, and a lot of the other servers are just dead, and I think it's a shame. And I think it's a shame that there are so many game modes and so many maps because it's really gonna divide people, and there's not a lot of people playing the game anymore. At least that's my experience. Maybe that is also due to some battle log issues where I can't find servers. But yeah, I'm just worried about the future of gaming and especially the future of Battlefield, because if this is what we're seeing after a little more than 1 year of Battlefield 3, how's Battlefield 4 gonna be, and how's Battlefield 5? I mean, they keep integrating all these new features like more game modes and more maps, and I just think that a lot of game modes and a lot of player counts, they don't match for all maps. Like, I don't see why there's 64-person rush or conquest on Metro. That makes no sense. It's an absolutely game-breaking aspect to have that many people in. At least when stuff like this happens, usually you can make it, be playable by having an equal amount of level hundreds on each team and just have a good balance overall. But this is just hell. This is what I've experienced in servers recently, even with admins in them who just didn't want to do anything about it because they were on the winning team. So yeah, I'm just really concerned to see what the future will bring Battlefield and just me in general with shooters. If this is the trend I'm seeing after 1 year of the release of Battlefield, um, the first DLC. I just really hope for game mode specific maps in Battlefield 4 that would save so many issues in that game. In this game, it would ease a lot of issues. Like, you don't even know, brah. You don't even know. Okay, they really can say any game mode and any player count works on any map, because it simply doesn't. In most cases 64 players is a lot too much. That only really works for big vehicle maps, I think. Other than that, there's a few exceptions where it can work out, but yeah, I'm just sad to see this, and I'm worried about the future. I hope you like this little rant of mine, but I'm just gonna skip the rest of the gameplay because nothing's gonna happen. I'm gonna push up some more times, gonna get close to arming, but nothing's gonna happen because, yeah, this team is no good and their team is like the comparison, man. This is like Goku fighting a kindergartner. It makes no sense at all to put these two teams up against each other, because this is not war, okay? This is fucking slaughter. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my rant. Post some comments on what you think about what Battlefield 3 has turned into, and if you have any concerns for Battlefield 4. If you support this kind of game, or what you like, I'd like to hear. But my name is Auriga. It's been a pleasure. See ya.